No, I about when we got pissed last night on cocktails in York. There's a place you go to. You can get a full Sunday dinner wrapped up in a giant Yorkshire pudding, and I got that to walk home with, and it was fucking phenomenal. I think that's why I'm not hungover today. So I'll take Mr. Pudding. It's fucking great.
We found the hangover cure. Wombat, get on it.
Hi everyone. Welcome.
Oh my god, I'm crying. It's so early, we haven't even started and the towel's out.
Welcome to D&D with us making mistakes. It's a bit different this time because we've got lots of problems, and we've also got lots of technical problems. Yeah, so we're making do with what we've got. I'm having to run it this time.
Important to note, you're the third person trying to run it today.
That is true. So yeah, things are gonna be fucky. We're not doing combat cams because I couldn't do that.
The extra theater of the mind today will be very descriptive.
We have a map that we are using. You won't get to see it.
We don't have a map. He hasn't made a map. Don't believe him. We have nothing. We're like looking down here.
Believe my lies. Believe my lies.
My dice are my face.
I don't see any map.
Roll the 5.
All right. So, first up, let's do a little recappy cap. Buck, what you got?
So we woke up from doing shrooms and we went back into the woods where we found the dragon statue again, and we didn't find Baron yet, so then we went into the woods some more, and then we found a robot man that I tried to fist fight. Not intentionally, I wanted to look in a tent, he got hands.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds about right. Chris, what happened?
You must refer to me by my real name.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Pudding. What happened?
There we go. Well, you see, what happened was we were all very scared of the giant robot that was trying to kill Sun Kai. And, you know, we stopped that, and good old Chance gave it a lobotomy and turned it into a friend bot instead of a hurt bot. And now we have... what's it called again?
Dewey.
Dewey. Yeah, and then some of us went back to town to go get the rest of the circle, and then we came back and they didn't really join us. And they were like going to the dungeon. We were like, okay. That's
It low-key
what I
felt
can
like
remember
your
with...
grandparents told you to go in the basement and get something, but you don't want to go to your grandparents' thing. So you compromise and go to your grandparents' house and get the thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah.
Go downstairs and get the jar of beets. No thanks.
Yeah,
Go get the jar of beets. Okay, fine.
yeah, that happened. Tay.
Oh boy, there's a lot. Okay. The old world has ruins where at one of them seems like the Crimson Empire is trying to like dig something out. Apparently they decided we're the ones to investigate this area. Insert eye roll right here. Our dragon puppy wants to run right in. Chance doesn't want to kill people. He wants more info. Baron was like, rune was used to store artifacts. This is one of them. We agree on middle ground. Bring the circle here. That went super well. Sun Kai and Chance want to talk to the statue, and then Sun Kai called P and Ludwig the skinny one and the flighty one, but did not specify who was who. So, one of us is the skinny one and one of us is the flighty one.
Yeah.
More to be determined.
Who knows which?
I don't.
Nikki.
Hey, Kay is taking the real notes, so I just have quotes.
Mm-hmm.
So I have knowledge left unchanged in stone will only crumble to dust. Get morked, bozo. Ludwig, what are you good at? And there is no giant monkey in the sky.
I don't get that one.
Oh, that's
You
the
can't prove that.
that's the
I
sun,
feel
not
like
sun.
You should solely provide us the best
Oh, yeah.
quotes.
Yeah.
There's no giant monkey in the sky.
That's all I have.
That's some guy's religious belief. When I die, I'm going up to the big monkey in the sky.
Yes.
I'll sing that along the tune of Spirit in the Sky.
Yeah, 100%.
Alright, I will make note. Funerals first would be entertainment. Sorry, Mr. Pudding would be entertainment.
Mr. Pudding, use my stage name.
Mr. Pudding, like the wedding singer. Dead.
Mr. Pudding, the wedding singer.
Alrighty.
I'd like it to be known that is the first quote that I'm going to read out next time we do.
Excellent. 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 Hope that didn't fuck anything up. Oh well. Cool.
Fine.
I am reorganizing my everything. 'Cause I
We have
cannot
sound,
get
right?
comfortable. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. If not, we'll do it the
Well, I mean the bars are going, so if they're not,
That's good.
if there's no sound, I'm gonna be very upset.
I trust you implicitly.
Oh, I'm glad someone does.
I would trust you with my life, probably.
Oh, I
Yeah, I
wouldn't.
would.
See, Buck gets it.
You got this. You got this.
There's only one of you I wouldn't trust with my life.
The Buck.
I trust you.
Myself.
I'm just saying, it's an Australian man. I wouldn't trust him with a dingo and a baby.
I
Whoa.
would trust him with a dingo and a baby.
I'd make the
No.
baby eat the dingo.
This is
Baby
why.
I trust-
See?
I trust Wombat with dingoes, but not babies, and I don't know why.
I trust Wombat with baby dingoes only.
I trust.
We need a
dingoes
Venn diagram
with
of
Wombat.
trusting Wombat, babies, dingoes, and variations, and see where we all
I'll
fall.
work on
in
it. I'll work on it. Coming to you soon.
I am missing my.
What do you need?
I'm missing my roll 20 turn order thingo, but oh well.
It's there for us.
Cool.
There's no doubles of us.
Did you just move it off the screen?
Oh fuck.
Gone.
I don't know where it's gone. I'll try this again.
Guys, look. We just got a donation of 212 cents.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Wild.
Thanks, an avocado.
Alright.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got it. Got it back. Cool. What, before we, continue,
Okay.
what marching order, do you lot want?
It depends on where we go.
We're torn. Yeah, going straight.
Okay.
Should we wait to see what the room on the other side of this door looks like?
Well, there's two doors.
Should we roll a d6, even for right door, odd for left door?
Well, if Chance is up in the front, she's gonna go for a door. She's not gonna let you talk about it.
Are we keeping at the front?
For now, I think. Until it gets too narrow to have more than one person.
Okay,
Right.
So, one swap.
But she's got trap
initiatives
sense.
with me.
Sweet.
Sure.
Okay, so P and Chance will swap initiatives and let Chance speak.
And Chance is just gonna go sniffing at these doors for traps.
Okay.
You literally sniff the doors.
Literally.
Sweet. And before we properly get into it, just a note for campaign reasons. Retconning has been done Tully did not
Right.
longer enter the dungeon with the group. Instead, Varen called her away for a super secret special job.
Go count all these shiny rocks.
Chance is just a loose cannon now.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this.
It's a bad
I just
idea.
got
isn't it?
blasted.
Immediately.
She wouldn't hurt us, okay?
Go.
Everybody else is up for rotating.
And
Yeah,
you only specified
the
SK.
skinny one
I'm
and the flighty
panicking,
one.
man.
Okay.
Skinny one and the flighty one.
Yeah, so you all sort of march your way down into this, down a short flight of stairs into this first room, which is very dark. The walls have these carvings of different people, and a couple of stone armors, stone sets of armor are in the corner. There is a half of a corpse on the ground, which looks long dead. It's all just bones. And there is 2 doors on either side of the room. Just simple wooden doors. Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out these doors. Do you think that you can see if what's this corpse doing in the middle of the room here? Can we tell who it is?
Well, it looks dead. It's just kind of there.
Yeah, that's what corpse means, dear. It means that it's dead.
Well, if it's dead, I don't really think it's doing much. It's
Um,
kind of deading.
looking at the corpse itself, it definitely old. It looks it's definitely humanoid, but it looks like it's almost elven in nature. It's like the bones are a bit more sleek than that of a human or other beefier species.
Chance is going up to this door and knocking. Hey, Dewey, go knock on that door up there. See if anybody answers.
You want Dewey to knock on the door above?
Above, yeah.
Okay.
And I can't move Dewey, but you can.
Yeah, I'll do a thing.
Okay. So,
Nikki.
for our listeners, Chance is opening the southern door. Dewey is knocking on the northern door. We're at a T intersection right now.
Thank you. I'm not good at these.
You're
Because I sort of need to know where we're going as well, so
Oh,
I'm...
right. Yeah, I'm doing it for Chris.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait.
Do it slower.
Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, there's a door leading to the north, a door leading to the south. You've told Dewey to go and knock on the north door. Sort of marches over, massive metal fist, and just boom, 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 and it just echoes throughout the
This
room.
part of the room is like dimly lit, right? Like
It, yeah, yeah,
the torch, and that's really it.
yeah, and Dewey's
Well, do you have
lights
Oil
are sort of.
sconces.
Chance and Dewey both have lights on.
Okay.
It looks like there might have been places where you could have mounted like torches or sconces, but they're long gone. Like there's nothing left of them really, and they're all broken and weathered. But yeah, Dewey is lights on. The head is sort of emitting an area of light around them. Ludwig has lit a torch, and I believe Sunkai has also lit a torch.
That sounds about right.
And Chance, you said that you wanted to do what for this door, sorry?
I'm just knocking.
Okay. Yeah, you knock on the
Hello?
door as well. It's just the sound of the knock and then nothing following it.
Alright, I checked this one, the southern door, for traps.
Okay. Roll me, perception, I think it is.
I get to do perception with advantage and double my proficiency. So this is +4.
Eight. I'm trying to. I want to reread this because I don't remember if it's. That's just when you're disarming traps. You double
Just
your proficiency. Yeah. But you've got the advantage to check them, like to spot them. But when you're disarming them,
Okay.
you've got double proficiency.
Then 5.
5.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You put Chance out in front. Doing her best.
Cool. Yeah. You sort of look around this door. You can't see anything. I mean, it's old. It's quite weathered. It's just a simple wooden door, which is very different compared to the stone everything else in this chamber and the massive stone doors that opened up to let you in. But yeah, it's just a simple wooden door with a old rusted metal handle.
Yeah, I open the door.
Cool. Sweet. Yeah, you open the door and it reveals a short hallway about 20 feet long that turns off to your right as you're looking down.
Okay, how did that door open? Was it a handle?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna cast my little claw hand. Start it up.
Mhm.
Hey, we should all maybe check out this away. Unless you want to look in that door up there. This one seems to go deeper in.
Yeah, I'll follow them. We can go down that way. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
for
Do
sure.
I
anyways.
Let's go for it.
Do I hear anything down this hallway?
Roll me a perception check.
11.
Okay. Not really. You think you can hear something, but it's probably just the. It sounds like it's probably just echoes from Dewey in the background stomping around, or it's the others sort of following up behind you. All right.
And my helicopter's making noise with its little propeller.
That too.
I do not have a silent mage hand. There's about a 40-foot hallway going south, so I'm going to go that way.
Cool.
Do we want to send Senpai down to look first?
I mean, I'm looking. I got my lights on, but if you wanted to send SK out ahead of me, that's fine.
Why am I being sent out first? Is this like Yeah, you know what? Never mind. Okay.
I just
It's not
think you're
necessary.
best to handle whatever could pop out. You're like pretty agile. You could just grab it.
Chance pulls out both her guns. Says, I think I got this. It's gonna be okay.
Yes.
Alright, just don't hurt yourself.
I mean,
I think it's best
the worst
if the
thing that
heavily
happens
armed
is
person goes.
the heavily armed.
Yes. Arms are
Isn't she
heavy
best
and
at distance? Like, shouldn't we keep her?
I feel like being on the receiving end of one of those fabulous shots that Chance has will hurt just as much, no matter if it's 5 feet in front of you or 50 feet in front of you.
SK, why don't you come with me? How about that?
Yeah, okay, I'll come along. Through this door here,
Mm-hmm.
and then if I turn my little guy, the little light should turn. Right?
You open the door. Click on the door.
Oh. Oh, I did open the door.
Yeah.
And I go through. It's still dark in here for me.
Did you?
You don't have some
Vision.
that dark vision.
Did you?
Here, I'll put
Did you light
light
a
on.
torch?
I'll
I thought
put
I
light on
did.
Chance because Chance has a light. Oh, I can't put light on Chance.
I thought I lit a torch.
You probably did, and I forgot to do the thing. Yeah, just one tick.
God damn it, Wanda.
Sorry.
Do I have control of Dewey yet? No.
I've changed the thing, so it
Okay, I'll put
should
it
do.
back
but,
out.
Wombat, your little templates are brilliant.
Thanks.
Yeah, those are awesome.
I'll put him into your thing. That might do it.
Yeah,
There we
thank
go.
you.
Cool.
Okay, I'm with Chance there, following along.
Thank you.
While they do that, I'd like to open the other door and send my mage hand down with a torch.
Sweet. So you want to do the north door?
Yeah. And
Cool.
I will look down it with a torch in my mage.
Yep.
So if you're going up that door, if you say anything to anybody, I'll leave Dewey with you.
I'm just gonna stick my head in here and see what could be down here. I'm not gonna go
Alright.
down by any means. I don't want to trip and get hurt, but I just want to look.
Yeah, don't go without, a buddy system.
Buddy system,
Dewey,
yeah.
can you be Cassiopeia's buddy, please?
Thanks. Appreciate your service. Yeah, mage hand of vines comes up and I just pull a torch out of my pack, strike it, and kind of wiggle it into the pile of roots.
Cool.
Then down. Can go kind of far.
Yep.
30 feet from me.
Sweet. Yeah, if you just open that door, it'll reveal the next section. Yeah, so looking down this hallway, it's again another hall about. It looks to be about 50 feet long. Ish. It's just empty, just cold stone walls, cold stone floor. But towards the end of it, you see that there's a turn that heads towards your left.
P will just turn back to Ludwig and Dewey, and if Chance and Sunkai hears her. This one takes a left-hand turn down at the end.
This one takes a right, so they might be going to the same place.
Yeah, they probably meet up. Maybe we just come down yours.
Yeah, there's a door at the end of mine. Is there a door at the end of yours?
I'm not comfortable going down and looking by myself as much as Dewey is here. Ludwig, would you come with me?
Oh, okay. Yes. Of course. And then very quietly to himself, big strong boy. Big strong boy. And holds out the torch really far ahead of him and starts walking kind of mechanically, like he's forcing himself towards something.
Are you
Starts following Cassiopeia.
Yeah, you're following. Cool.
Yeah, someone will have to
Yeah, I've got
bring me
you.
around. What do we see?
Yeah, there's.
He's covering his good eye.
Ludwig, stay right here with Dewey. I'm gonna just run down to the other door. And Cassie will literally run across the room and stick her head into their hallway. There's a door down here too. It's like.
I'm gonna need to make some kind of. Oh, she makes a note. She takes her notebook out. SK, you take over for a sec. I got something to write down.
Yeah,
And she
okay.
starts designing the ear cup of sending, but she doesn't know it yet.
Okay.
See, this is the campaign where everyone needs an ear cuff. In AWR, we have the old switchboard going and doing it for us. So.
Yeah.
The old switchboard.
Sweet.
what my band name is. Yeah, there's a door down here too. So like you said, they probably meet up. Should we all just go together then, or do we want to see if they loop around? Maybe send someone with. I saw Ludwig make Sunkai feel better, and I know I can make people feel better. So maybe split those people up and we like meet in the middle.
We're looking for a group of people down here, right? Does it look like there's footprints that have gone this way?
It's hard to tell, given that it's pretty dark, despite the light. The walls themselves are stone, and the floors themselves are also quite old, weathered stone. So it's hard to tell if someone has particularly come through the area, but if they have, they've closed doors.
Okay.
Don't want to get a draft in.
I don't even know how a draft would fit through this door.
Well, I mean, they did. The army's here. But
No, a giraffe, like the long neck goat.
what's a long neck goat? Is that a thing?
Like a giraffe.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Just me. Never mind. Let's go.
They're a refuge mountains thing. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it.
Giant beavers, totally normal. Giraffe, long neck goats, I've never heard of them.
It's a
Cassio-
mountain thing.
Oh, yeah, the goats in the mountains. That makes perfect sense to me. Hey, Cassiopeia,
Yeah.
I just thought of something. If you come upon this army by yourself, without me there, might not go so well for you. So I think that maybe if we all just like join up together, because you're clearly from here, you see what I'm saying? It might look like an incursion of sorts.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, we can all go together. I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
like
I'd
said,
rather-
they probably meet up all at the same spot anyway.
Yeah, I'd
we'd
rather
hate-
go together.
We'd hate for everything to look a little bit like an incursion. It didn't go over well. He says gesturing to everything around him.
I mean, in terms of talking, these people aren't. These people are soldiers. They are not the movers and shakers. They're gonna do whatever they
and
think
I'm
is
just
right.
saying, if I saw the twos of you coming towards me,
And
I
a
would
robot,
yeah, I'd
the
probably
robot
sooner
that
be like,
defended you.
"Oh look, it's an unarmed schoolgirl," and then, "Oh God, that goblin lady has a bunch of guns." Quick, get it.
Should we invite Ludwig to come with us, or do you think he's okay over there by himself?
I think he should come with us. Ludwig, you're safer in numbers, right? Like it's safer to
Yeah.
I'll
group
go
together.
get him. Yeah, he's still in the other hall. I hope he didn't wet himself.
It's real
I don't wanna smell
echoey
it all
down
day.
here, though. I'm surprised I haven't heard
Yeah.
anybody like digging or working or whatever.
Yeah, I'll go get him, and I'll run back and get Ludwig and bring him with us.
Cool.
Ludwig, you doing okay?
Yes. Oh, yes. We're going the other way. Fantastic. Let's go that way instead with all of our friends. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go as a group.
Oh, I like a group. Nice big mentality to hide behind.
Are you scared of the dark, Ludwig? You don't seem so good.
The dark? No. Enclosed spaces? No. Strange dungeons with partially digested skeletons? No, but put them all together and it's a little freaky. So let's go.
I was always
That's what I
told
call a
fear
triple
was,
threat.
I was always told fear was your common sense taking over. It's what you do after the fact that really depends on who you are. The fact that you're trugging along here, guy, you know, that really goes to show the kind of man you are.
Foolish?
Wombat. Oh, sorry. I didn't write down. What is the name of this army? Do they have a title?
Just
Crimson.
Crimson Empire
Crimson
military.
Empire.
Yeah. They're just the military.
Okay.
But
The
there's-
Red Plague, you commie fucks.
Red Menace.
Death is a preferable alternative to communism.
All right. Well, if this door looks just like all of the worn, like half rotten doors that they've seen, there's no trap here. Chance is just opening it.
Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as the door that you've just come through.
Yep.
The only main difference is that in these sort of in the almost like arch that's surrounding this door, there's some intricate little carvings that seem quite well preserved throughout the archway.
Do I know what they are?
They don't really look like they've got much meaning. It's same sort of stuff that was on the doors to the entranceway. It's like people, objects falling from the sky.
Whoever
that
made
sort of
this tunnel is really good at stonework. Maybe we should employ them. I wonder who they like. Just opening the door.
Yeah.
We could look for a signature on one of the rocks, maybe see if the sound will work.
Hey folks, I just figured I'd remind everyone. Baron said there was some kind of guardian down here. And it might not have taken too kindly to the folks of the Red City coming down searching her. Might also not take too kindly to us. So first and foremost, I figure this is probably a bit of a rescue/warning mission.
Are you saying
That's-
your goodbyes, some kind? Do you think you're gonna die?
No, I'm saying we should go find the fucking people and warn them of a big angry. What?
I
don't
think
know,
that
you
I'm picking up what you're putting down. You're saying that we're either going to have to let people know that they're walking into certain death, or we're going to have to rescue them from certain death, or they've
No,
already
yeah.
dead, in which case it's kind of worked itself out.
Yeah, and then we got to get the fuck out of here because I
Correct.
got my
You
butt
don't
kicked
wanna
by this thing.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
She
I
passed
just,
it.
it sounded like you were saying goodbye to us for a minute, like you were getting real
I
philosophical.
don't think you were listening to what I was saying.
I probably wasn't, to be honest. I'm really concerned that Ludwig is shaking like a drowned rat over here.
Why are you being so mean to him? Just be nice.
I'm not. I'm just worried about him.
Essie, you're better than that.
You're talking about him like he isn't right here within spitting distance.
Like I can
I can assure
measure
you,
things by
I'm
spit?
within spitting distance. Yes.
Why is measuring by spit a thing?
Please don't spit on me.
I don't know. Don't knock it till you try it. Anyway, what's in this room?
I'm gonna send my mage hand with the torch down the hall with us.
Oh yeah, every time I open the door, it's with the mage hand, and
Cool.
then I go through, then nothing happens.
Cool. Yeah. You get the door open. It leads into this large stone chamber. It's very empty. On the north side, in sort of the middle of the room, there is another door, and on the far side of the room there is a more simple wooden doors, but this time instead of being a single door, they are double. On the south side of the room there is another one of these carvings, sculptures embedded in the wall. But they are it's crumbling. It's crumbling. It's falling apart. It's cracked. It's shattered. But it is flanked by two sets of this stone suits of armor.
Neat. Shall we go through the double doors? That looks important.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
Little thing goes. Do you want to check something out before we go on?
I just. This statue is in such disrepair compared to the other one.
Is it? I feel like they were both pretty messed up. No.
The
This
ones
is basically shattered.
the ones in the entranceway were almost in perfect condition.
This is Chance being stupid and
I
just
just
not
think-
noticing.
Like, the ones outside, like, face the elements more, so they're probably, like, prone to corrosion and, you know, like, water damage and stuff. But, like, the ones in here should be fine when they see look like this.
Again, this is like a dungeon, you know. This is like a big old cavern, like old tunnel system. So like, we're probably not the first folks down. We know we're not the first folks down here, and the folks before us probably weren't the first either. You know, this could have been a raider, someone just looking for cash or something, just breaking everything to look for shiny shit.
Check out the statue and see if I can figure out, like, was it like attacked with pickaxes? Was it some huge weight smashed into it, like some of the trees outside we saw from the beavers? Try to figure out if there's, like we're trying to figure out
There's a
why.
beaver trapped in here. The guardian.
Roll me a perception check.
Perception, fuck. Not investigation.
Dewey's going to.
I'll let you do investigation.
Hell yeah.
No.
Right.
Dewey's gonna go over and
Oh,
shine his light wherever Ludwig needs it.
well, I rolled a nat 20.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Just for a 23 on a worthless check.
Yeah, this statue, you're sort of looking at it, you're trying to sort of put it together, like back together in your mind, and you think that it is once again similar to the ones that were on in the first room, where there was it looks like it matches the one of a woman who has her hand extended, almost offering something, but it's been smashed. And looking at the actual smashing itself, there's definitely it wasn't just like natural decay. This is definitely done by something. It looks almost like something's just sort of something heavy has smashed it. There's a few marks and scratches in it that you think look like someone's tried striking it with some tools, but it's not really had an effect, so they've used something much heavier.
Okay. Yes. Seems like someone tried to dig away at this and it didn't really work, so they used something bigger. And then immediately starts turning around looking for something big and shrinks back into the group. I was like, okay, I've done my looking.
We got something bigger there. It's standing behind you.
Turns around slowly.
It's the machine.
Puff of steam shoots out of
It's
its
been here the whole
mouth.
time.
Ooh. I don't know, maybe something bigger than this.
You think?
Anyway.
Bigger than this?
Yes,
What would fit in
yeah, I
here?
think-
Anyway, she opens the door.
All the warning signs.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, you open the door. It leads to a sort of semi-wide hallway that towards the end of it narrows down again with another simple closed wooden door. However, before there is you could see that there is a door that has been left open, or it's been sort of fallen off of its hinges or something like that, off towards the north.
Is a light left on in there, or is it just my light?
I believe that's just your light that's shining out. Or your dark vision, rather.
Okay. Hello? Hi, I'm Chanson from the Crimson Empire. We're just coming to see that you're okay. She starts coming towards the...
Alright.
She's going towards the door.
Cool. As you step forward, the ground beneath you shifts. The ground beneath you shifts as weight is applied.
Mm-hmm.
And from the wall next to you, juts out 3 stone spikes that just shoot out of the wall. There's no holes in the wall. These are just like the wall just almost extends out. Each one of them impaling you. Cool.
Automatically?
I'm rolling a thing. Cool. Yeah. So that is a 18 to hit. Okay. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
As 3 of these spikes shoot out of the wall.
Holy shit.
The top one narrowly missing your head, going over you, but the other 2 hitting your body and leg.
So Chance winds up against the opposite wall with a spike in her gut, just bleeding there.
Oh my god, Chance. Are you okay? And he's gonna rush over.
Don't come out.
I'm not
And
gonna
she
come
just
in.
like pulls a spike out of her chest.
They basically like shoot forth, stab you, and then withdraw back.
So then she's just holding in her guts?
Pretty much.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out a healing potion right away. And pull out
Chance
the
is
potion
trying-
across the bottle to Chance.
Chance is trying to drag herself towards the door, though. So she's trying to see if there's any other pressure plates around her.
Mm-hmm.
So that way she can crawl to the door.
Yeah. Roll me a perception check.
16.
Cool. Yeah. So you can see, and make sure you're looking at your roll 20 here.
Where?
Okay. You can see there is a pressure plate here. There is a pressure plate here. And there is a pressure plate here. And that is all you can see. And there's
And
one.
I've already set this one off. Is it resetting, or is it...
It looks like that the spikes withdrew because you took your weight off of it.
So if I move one... Where did the spikes come out?
Just the wall, like right next to you.
Oh, so it's here.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I drag myself... God damn it. If I drag myself this way, pretend that I'm on the one without the... Where the fuck did my line go? God damn it. If I drag myself over here off of the plate, does it reset?
Yes. The spikes go back into the wall, the plate pushes itself back up.
Okay. I need all of you to just stay right where you are. I'm gonna fix this, okay? But I need you all not to move. Okay?
Maybe you come back and we send the middle one
No.
first. Alright, I've got this ready for when you're ready for it. You don't
I'm
look
gonna
so
be
good.
fine. I'm just fine. It's just it's a scratch. I'm fine, Edward.
Literally impaled.
And she ignores them and just starts getting to work, like lifting a corner of the plate up, cutting wires,
Mhm.
or gears, like pulling cogs out, whatever she has to do.
Yeah.
On the floor. She's on the floor. She's not getting up. She's gonna wait until it's safe for these people to move through before she gets up.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, sweet. So, roll me a thieves' tools check to disarm it.
So now I have +4, right? 14.
Cool. Yeah, so you sort of lean over and manage to disarm this pressure plate.
I'm going for all 3 of them around me.
All 3 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, make 2 more checks.
Okay. $22.
Yep.
And a 20.
Cool. Yep, you've managed to disarm all the pressure plates around you.
All right. There's still one more, but I'm not gonna move until somebody picks me up. So, just don't go past me. I'll show you where it is.
Yeah, I can try to pick you up, but honestly,
Oh, Dewey will get me. Don't worry about
if you're sure.
I'm gonna hold my intestines in, just so it's a little hard to walk when you're holding your guts in.
Are you sure you don't want to drink this?
I think I want to drink it. Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Quick chance, hold still. Would you mind setting off that trap again? I kind of want to see how it works.
She might kill you.
There's another
it?
pressure plate over there. You can stand on it all day.
Do you get it? It's a joke about how you wanted me to fight Dewey. I'm being funny.
It's hilarious. I'm sure that if this was a supreme specimen of advanced technology, that I would also be interested in seeing how it works. In the meantime, does anybody this bottle? Can I have this bottle, please? It's really
Yeah, you
funny to
can.
joke while I'm bleeding out.
It'll make you
hilarious.
feel a lot better,
Oh,
hopefully.
I've been there, buddy.
I wasn't joking. There was no joke.
And he will pass you the potion.
All right, what is it? D4 plus.
2d4 plus 2.
Ooh, 4. 1. 7. Chance is fully healed. Oh, so the as she drinks it, the hole in her abdomen gets full of the fluid, but the fluid stops at her side and just starts kind of knitting it back together and goes back in. Oh, that's nice. Ah, damn it! There's a hole in my fucking. And she casts mending with her mage hand, and the mage hand absentmindedly is just knitting back her, closing the patches in her overalls. Yeah, so maybe somebody else can go in front now.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks.
I scurry ahead.
Be careful, some guy.
No,
Like,
I'm okay.
stood there completely, like, pretty much turned to stone while Chance was being impaled, just like didn't know what to do. And is now, like, when Sunkai starts walking forward, just, oh, don't! Oh,
Did you point out which pressure plate? Like the last
Yes,
pressure
when
plate?
you said test out the pressure plate, she said,
Okay.
"Go ahead."
Oh yeah, I thought so. Okay, so Sunkai will kind of stand beside Chance and in front of the pressure plate
Mm-hmm.
for a sec, just to like remind everyone that it's there, and then he will skirt around it
Cool.
and plop off over here.
Cool. Sweet. Alright.
Pressure.
I'll get everyone to not leave this hallway, real quick. But just move to wherever you'd be at the sort of end of this.
Chance is staying right where she is. She's planning on being at the back.
Okay.
He will kind of smush up forward a little bit. Not like a lot. Not as far up as Sunkai, but not as far back as Chance. Kind of like right in the middle.
Okay.
You guys will notice whenever there's like any increment of speed involved, Sun's on like 4s. He's not walking like a bipedal.
Okay.
Inefficient.
Cool.
That makes perfect sense. It's not strange at all. If you got 4 limbs, right?
You got 4 limbs.
Yeah, but I'm not I am bipedal by nature. So it would be awkward for me to try and use my hands to walk. Do you understand?
Not totally, but that's okay.
You know, differences make the world go around. It's good.
Sweet. Sunkai. You step forward first. You look into this room. It is. Oh, okay. That's what that is. Yeah, it looks like almost like some sort of old armory. Yeah, there's like a couple racks along the walls. All of them, well, almost all of them are empty. There's one that has a couple of weapons still in it, all covered in layers of dust. On the far side of the room, there is a suit of stone armor, similar to what you've seen throughout the rest of the hall, or the area, as well as a couple of corpses on the ground.
Are these corpses identifiable as like the Red City folk, or are they just, or are they like way too decompositioned for that?
These ones do not look like they belong to the the Crimson Empire, no. But it's hard to tell where they belong. They could just be like bandits, raiders, that sort of thing.
I just informed the group, Okay, guys, over here we got a few more corpses, another door, one of them stone statues.
Are these corpses newer or are they just bones?
There is still meat on them. They are not bones.
They got a bit of meat on them.
Well, then maybe we just don't go in there.
Kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not tangle with some dead bodies, to be honest.
And
Why would you
we're
rather?
really looking for living bodies to see if there's anybody that we can either A, negotiate with, or B, get the fuck out of here with. So,
Exactly.
nothing
if I
in there
wasn't
for us.
If I wasn't so concerned about this here guardian thing, I'd probably haul her out, but I'd be spooked that if I did, maybe he'd jump us.
Maybe don't haul her out.
No, I'm not going to.
I can't see, obviously I can't see the thing. Is this like the only door that we can go through, or is there a different one?
There is one on the far end of the hall that you're in.
Oh, you can see. I didn't know you had Roll20 open.
He doesn't.
Oh.
I don't.
He said.
Well, I
He
say
said.
I can't see.
Yeah, he said he couldn't see. You got Discord open though, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a thing.
Somehow phone battery is now down to 29%.
Holy
Excellent.
shit.
It will fuck up again entirely.
Yeah, just don't.
No, I've got my charger over there. I can plug it in. It's just it's a really short cable, so I'm going to be lying on the floor. So this is going to be fun. Come on, Giganet, you fucking cunts.
Scary.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Yeah, so on the far end of this hallway that was full of pressure plates, there is another simple wooden door.
I opened the door.
Send my mage hand down with Sunkai.
Cool. Sweet. So, looking into this room, Sunkai, you see a lot of beds. They are. They're all like stone beds with just old rags and straw-filled pillows. Whatever these were, whether it's some sort of barracks or stay room or something like that. Conditions were rough, but they are in various states of disrepair. Some look usable, others completely destroyed. Yeah. And you see a chamber, a hall that leads off to a chamber in the north.
Well, folks, clear so far.
Watch your feet.
Yeah. Just be careful, but yeah, let's go.
Yeah, just still staying there.
When they get into this room,
Mhm.
I'll go into the next one.
Chance is hanging behind because she's going to be looking into the armory. So when everybody goes past her, she's looking into the armory. And she's going to try sending her mage hand in just to kind of poke around. Is there anything interesting in here? Is there a cool sword? It's an armory. Were any of these people armed?
Yeah, so the people on the ground definitely were armed. They have some weapons, older weapons, basic weapons that are sort of rusted or decayed. There's a couple of weapons in the racks, despite the entire wall being a rack. Everything else is there's only 2-3 weapons in it. There's an old axe, an old sword, and an old spear, all of which are caked in layers of dust. There's a bookshelf in the corner. A lot of the titles and the like have been worn off. They're covered in dust. On the far side, there's a couple of barrels, and there's this suit of stone armor. I'll get you to roll me a perception check with disadvantage because you're checking with your mage hand.
Well.
Okay. Looking through, sort of hovering around the room as your little robo boy flies around. You see a little glint of something over the topmost corpse, sort of down by its waist.
Something tangible, something corporeal, like that I can take.
It seems like it, yeah.
Or is it
Okay.
a ghost?
The mage hand is gonna go grab it.
Cool. You're now playing the claw game.
Yeah.
Put in 2 pieces of gold.
Sweet. Yeah, you
Get a good grip on it, but then it picks up and drops a little.
whatever this is that that you're trying to grab, it is fastened to this thing. It's not budging. Like, you can move it, but it's not coming free. It'll probably require a bit more force than your hand can provide.
But I can't see what it is. Alright, I'm going to check for traps.
Mhm.
I'm gonna I'm gonna check the floor real well.
Mhm.
Like check under the rug. Like real carefully.
Yep.
Trying to get to this body.
Okay. Yeah, you go through. Yeah, just roll me perception.
Check the floor, but you don't check the walls. You put your hand on it. That giant killer.
Actually, Dewey, I'm gonna check the immediate area right here, but do you think that you can do you see that shiny thing that's on that guy? Do you think that you can just go get that for me? I'm gonna roll my thing. That's a 22 for
Cool.
perceiving.
Yeah,
Trap.
you can't see anything. Yeah, you can't see anything that has
For a second there, I
potentially.
thought you were making a check to see if Dewey would listen to you.
No.
Dewey turns around, fucking puts Chance on the pressure pad.
Dewey is the claw game. It would be real great if you could just pull that thing off that guy's belt. I just want to see what that is, but I'm a little afraid of getting stabbed again. I don't know if I'm gonna get scared or whatever. So, do you think that you could just go in for me and get it, and then come right back out? Don't just be safe, okay? Don't let anything hurt you.
Dewey marches into the room. And you see Dewey.
Chance pulls both her guns.
Dewey bows down, like looking down at this corpse, reaches down with its hand, holds on to this thing, and walks back towards you, dragging the body.
Does it look like? What's the shiny?
It is a small leather pouch that's got some almost. It looks like cable that's been used, or maybe like a sort of cable that's been formed into a chain that's been used to hold this pouch to this thing's body, or to its belt, rather.
Buddy, do you know what this is? I don't know what this is. It looks like it could be useful though. Like maybe I could use it to like make some repairs or something. I think I'm just gonna take it. He doesn't mind, right? He's dead. Doesn't matter, right?
Sweet.
Snip.
Cool. Yeah, so you just pull this, you like untie this cable chain, and pocket it, and you feel that there's a weight in this pouch.
Oh, I opened the pouch.
Cool. Yeah, in the pouch there is a couple of silver pieces, 23 to be exact. There is a rotting severed foot of a rabbit. There is a small little shaker ball thing made of silver, opening up that little ball. There's some sort of white powder substance in it.
Excellent.
And yeah, that's what you find.
Cassiopeia! She goes and starts heading in that direction with Dewey.
Chance, did you call me?
Yeah. I have something that I need you to identify. It's not important right now, but it could be full of drugs. It's
Drugs?
her.
Like more mushrooms?
It's not important right now. Like, we got things
It's a
to do.
little
I want to make
early
sure
for
that
another trip. Y'all wasted a whole day basically last time. Are we really gonna let you guys sit down and do this now?
well, not while we're in here, but you know, when we save the day and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you wanna, I can make snacks for you guys. Brew us tea.
Well, I don't know what it is.
Sandwiches,
It could
huh?
also be poison just as easily. So here you go.
Boys.
It's
Oh, yeah,
yours
maybe-
now.
Okay. And she's gonna hold it like between her two fingernails. All right.
The mage hand drops it into her hand.
I'm just gonna put this in here. All right? Is that okay?
You do whatever you
She's gonna
want.
put
It's
it in her
yours.
pouch, barely touching it, and then like wipe her hands on her dress. All right. That feels wrong. Where did you? I don't want to know. Anyway, we should get going.
Off a dead guy.
Oh, of course. It's all okay.
Uh huh.
Of course.
So, what are we finding in here? Anything going on? SK, what's up? Ludwig, pull me in.
What? Yes? Where
happening?
am I?
So right now, you're in a large stone chamber with a bunch of beds in it. Oof.
Oh, Chris.
Well,
Uh,
where am I? What am I doing?
You're a robot. Yeah, you were very choppy just
was
there.
bad.
It was very bad. It's better now.
You're fine now.
Oh,
Oh,
bye, Chris.
God damn it.
was
In
fun.
the arms of an angel.
Yeah, if people could send like images of the rooms to Chris, I think that'd be a bit helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Absolutely.
got a bunch of F's in the chat for Chris.
Fuck off, we're
Oh,
not streaming this. This is recorded.
That's in the chat.
Oh,
Somebody donated for Chris to get better internet.
Well, that's what they're doing. Ooh.
Phone is overheating.
Well, we salute you. Let's
Fox
go
for
to...
100 subscribed.
Let's go to a break.
Insert break music here.
Ah, I messed. I had that open still. Oops. Oh, Buck, you need to turn on your camera because otherwise I gotta change everything around and I can't be fucked.
Let's go, Buck.
Excellent.
We're busy.
That's
Gotta get
brilliant.
moving.
Brilliant. All right.
I thought we were ending, so I took my shirt off initially. Now I have to put it back on. It's not fair.
Welcome everyone back to whatever the fuck this chaotic bullshit is. All right, we're back at it. Word of warning: the moment that Chris drops again, we're going to just end this here. You'll probably not see this, but if you do, hi.
We got some F's in the chat for stream.
Fuck off.
Interrupting. We have to move quickly.
Okay. His peas are melting. All right.
Peas are melting.
His block of piss is melting. All right, we gotta go. Okay. Yeah. So Sun Kai and Cass, I guess you've entered this room.
Yeah.
Barely, cautiously.
Yeah, it's a stone room like all the others before. There is a couple of stone suits of armor towards the end of the chamber. There is posted either side of a simple wooden door. There is also another door on the right side of the chamber, and on the far end there is another door just by itself. Scattered throughout this room is different urns, barrels, boxes, crates. There's a chest in the corner, all of them in various states of good and bad.
Do you think that Chance would know what deeper in is? Like, does she have enough of an orientation of how this place is laid out to know what would go deeper in and what would go kind of off to the side?
It's a bit hard to tell because, like, if this was flat, you'd know that, like, the stuff going that way would send you back to the door. But if it goes down, then that's completely different, you know.
This is all going down.
You haven't encountered any stairs yet, but you know, if it is.
I mean, for the doors purposes, like right where we are right now, we'll be able to tell what goes further away from where we came in.
Yeah, definitely the one on the far side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, one of these doors has got armor like the other doors had. On your side of it, maybe we just make that our trend to go through one that has the armor. On
I
the
think
side.
that that's a really great idea. That's the best idea that I think anybody's still gonna have, unless somebody else has a better one, because I don't
open
have
the
one.
door and run.
No, just okay, just stay there for a second.
I'll close the door.
Just stay there for a second. Cool. Sweet. Is there anything that any of you would like to do in this room? Do you want to go through any of the crates or boxes, or do you want to continue?
Shit, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm going to be while he's checking out the door. That's my plan.
Cool.
Yeah.
I sometimes forget that the stuff on the page isn't just set dressing. Yeah. Chance, you look through some boxes. Chance, Chance, you go look through some boxes there, and I'll take care of this here door.
Cool.
And then
I can do that. Kick it, sir.
And then I kick it.
Yeah, this door, you go to try and just push it open like you have all the others, but it doesn't budge.
Guys, this door's broken. There's a lock.
Is it broken or does it have a lock? Which one is it?
It has a lock. I meant like it's not the same as the rest.
I send my mage as I'm like prying open a crate with a crowbar.
Where did you get that crowbar?
From my bed. You don't travel with a crowbar?
No.
No.
You can't say I
Who
do.
travels with
Country
a
folk are
crow
strange.
bar?
I'm a
I thought,
mountain guy.
I don't think I really got a crowbar, but I got a lot of other things.
That's very interesting. And the little claw comes flying over with a set of thieves' tools to Sunkai.
What, to make Sunkai try and picklock the door?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, this little...
She's levering open crates.
This little flying claw thing comes over and has a couple of thieves' tools in its hand that it's just dangling in your face, Sunkai.
Okay. I take them and I start shoving them in the hole.
Excellent.
What do I roll for that?
So if you are not proficient, it is just a dex check.
Does it count as having the help action for me if I'm giving him something to use?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Okay, dex check at advantage. Roll. Well, that's a 5 and a 7. For a total of 10.
Yay. Average.
You manage to maneuver these things, not really knowing what you're doing. You're just sort of jiggling them around in the keyhole, and eventually you hear a tiny click.
We've all been there. After the tiny click, I swing the door open.
Cool.
Or try to.
This door feels heavier. It's still wood, but it's almost like it doesn't quite fit the floor. Like it's almost like scraping across it. But yeah, it does
You just
come
need
open.
to put a screw in the top hinge. Okay. The door gets. I shove it open with all my might.
Awesome. Yeah. The door swings open, revealing a short corridor that has a set of stairs leading downward in it.
Folks, we're going deeper.
Deeper, like down?
That's what deeper means.
I don't know, but it could be different. If you go straight through the tunnel, that means.
And then I will carefully go down the stairs.
Cool.
Ludwig,
Sweet.
how you doing, bud?
I'll just get you to hang there for now. We'll go to the others. All right. Yeah. So, what were you saying, Tay?
I was just asking Ludwig how he's doing. Is he doing okay?
I think so. What's in the room that we're in?
There's just a bunch of crates, urns, boxes. There's a chest in the corner. A couple of suits of stone armor. That's about it.
Have a look and see the chest and be like, ooh, interesting. I'm good. Have a look at the chest.
Cool. Yeah, the chest itself unlocked. You just walk up, flip the lid. It looks like it's been mostly looted already. However, there is still some items in it. Sorry. I need to find the thing that I dinged. Cool. Alright. So, opening up this chest, it's mostly empty. You're expecting to see like money, treasure, that sort of thing, like things that you hear about from other adventurers and stories and stuff like that. But what you see in there is there is a tiny book. There is a gold leaf on the front cover, and it's sort of reflecting a little bit of light. And you pick it up, and it's in quite good condition compared to some of the stuff that you've seen in this place. And opening the book and just sort of flipping through it, all the pages seem to be blank, and they're almost like you can almost feel something within you saying, like almost wanting you to write in it. It just looks so pristine. The book is small, like really small, like it could fit in a child's hand small. And you can see, and sort of as you close it and you inspect it more, along the spine of the book, you can see that there is some words written. Do you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
Cool. This book along the spine says Melane's Spellbook. And it says Melane's Spellbook, and it's written in just this black ink along this red spine. Cool. And the rest of you, what were you doing?
Prying open crates.
Cool.
Standing at the top of the stairs, waiting for everybody.
Okay.
Very interested in that pocket. Pop it in his pocket for later.
Cool. Sweet. And Chance, you just pop open some crates. The first few crates that you pop open are just full of rotting food. Like, just look like supply crates. One of the crates that you open are full of these. They look like just a bunch of old stones. And the final crate that you crack open it is just full empty.
There's a box of rocks here.
Are they nice looking rocks?
They match the stone used for the walls and flooring of this chamber.
I would just pocket like 9 of them.
You go for it. If I wanted any more of them, I could just pry them out of the walls. Do you really see any value in anything here?
Yeah, I can do things with the rocks later.
Like craft?
Yeah, but like, I meant more I can make them hurt people with magic.
You can make rocks hurt people with magic?
Yeah.
I can hurt people with rocks, no magic.
I just get a little bit of an extra boost. Nature.
Oh, it's just like bonus. You get bonus.
Yeah.
I don't understand how magic works, to be perfectly honest. I just think you smash somebody in the face with a rock, it hurts.
I mean, it does, probably.
Also, if you sharpen it and put it in my abdomen, it also hurts.
I've also got a slingshot I've been wanting to use things.
Well, I've seen a slingshot before. Can I see yours?
It's quite large.
That's okay.
I put some sparkles on it the other day.
There's glitter on it. You can hold on to it.
it's scientific fact that glitter makes things go faster.
Mm-hmm.
There's Astrid
No, actually, what it does is it sticks to your skin like thread, and it never leaks. So I don't touch glitter on principle.
It's very bad if
So
it
you
goes in your
enjoy-
eye.
Unless it's biodegradable, I don't touch the stuff.
It is biodegradable. I don't want to hurt the finch.
Anyway, what's down these stairs?
I go down the stairs.
Cool. As you sort of get down the first few steps, you can hear some voices coming from down the hall. It's just like sort of talking, and you can hear what sounds like metallic clanging.
Like
You-
sword fighting metallic clanging, or like robot walking metallic clanging.
Sounds like something hitting something metallic.
It
Okay.
like a pickaxe. Like they're digging. Call out to them. Let them know that we're here. Go, go, go.
I come down the stairs.
Yeah, as you come down the stairs, the first thing you see is more palisades to your right, set up as a sort of makeshift wall. There is a gap in between to allow passage. Going further in, you see a couple of targets, training dummies, tents. You see a few people all standing around looking at this, an older, what looks like gnomish gentleman who's like working away at a something that looks like a Dewey, but it's like knelt down on the ground, and it looks like he's sort of working on it with like a hammer and stuff, and all these other soldiers are just eyes on it. And you can hear the older gnome sort of yelling out, you know, this would be a lot easier if you would all just give me the room to work and not all constantly bearing down on me at all times. It would make this a lot easier. And one of them just sort of pipes up, well, one of the soldiers pipes up, you see, we were told to not let you out of our sight, so we're not letting you out of our sight.
Sun will kind of just walk up to like the edge of the palisade, and just go, "Oi, excuse me, folks. I don't suppose I could speak to whoever's in charge."
What about the rest of you? Are all still all the way at the end of the fucking hallway there, or?
No.
Tass, yeah, P's probably staying at the top of the staircase, waiting for something, some kind of like assurance of safety. Does not want to like overcrowd and be a giant group and look more intimidating.
If Chance is going down, Ludwig, just before she goes, he's just gonna like give her a tap on the shoulder and be like, "If these are your people, please make them see reason and don't let them bury us down here." You just feel a little jolt, like static electricity, casting guidance on you. So
Thank you.
very subtly.
Thanks. Does it look
Stay
like
here.
anything to me?
I don't know.
You can probably see a little bit of
You
a
might.
purple tinge coming from around his face. purple tinge.
Purple. I'm going down because I can get around Cassiopeia. Is Cassiopeia moving to let Dewey down?
Yeah, she'd step back and out of the way.
All right, Dewey's coming down
Just
with
be
me
there,
then.
flames flickering off the wall, making pretty looks.
So, Chance gets down there, kind of rushing
Yeah.
because she's stoked that she
Yeah.
found some people, and then she gets down to the end. She goes, "Oh, fuck! Look at that!"
Sunkai, as you call out, hi there, you see all the soldiers immediately turn around to you. The first two pull their halberds down in like a sort of defensive posture, and the last one pulls out a gun.
Oh, I know that one. That's standard issue, yeah. That's the one that has the 4 shots inside, but you still got to turn the chamber manually. Is that right? That's a good one. I am Chance.
State your business. Why are you here?
We're on a rescue mission of sorts. For you, presumably. Seeing as you got the Crimson Empire gear and everything. I game recognizes game.
Sorry, you're here for us?
Yeah, it's to help.
Sorta. Not to help.
Yeah, to help. Not with what they're doing necessarily, but we're here to help.
And he sort of sees Dewey march down the stairs.
Yeah.
And he says, sorry, is that our... So, currently, I've got you down for trespassing and theft of property.
Oh, it would be trespassing if this was your property, but I don't think this is your property.
Well,
But
exactly. She's pretty
we're
smart
just
here.
we're just here to talk, and we're not interested in being taken in or taken down or anything, or talking about what it is that we are responsible for doing, because what you're responsible for doing is war crimes. So we're just here to kind of try and talk things out.
Yeah, we're hoping to avoid all the actual war crime part.
Yeah,
We're hoping
exactly.
We can just scrub this all off the table. Like I said, if there's someone in charge that wouldn't
That's
mind
right.
popping up onto the surface with us, and we have some buddies who'd be willing to talk to you and try to sort this all out.
Yeah, the boss of Old Grove is
amicably.
upstairs. He'd love to talk to somebody.
You see the two front soldiers step forward, forming a bit of a tighter group, and the back one forms up behind. And you hear this older gnomish man yell out, "You are all so loud, just give me one moment to focus, this is very important." And his body is halfway in this
Dewey, lift me up. Lift me
into
up.
this thing. And
She can't see over the palisade, so when Dewey lifts her up, she can see this gnome inside of a machine.
Dewey just grabs your head and lifts you up.
Yeah. She yells at the soldiers, "Give the man some space, he's trying to work!"
And he's like, there's gnomes in there, and he's like, right, 3, 2, and suddenly these eyes flash on this robot, and it stands up.
It's beautiful every time. Every time you see a new one born, it's just as beautiful as the last one.
Funkai flinches when the lights come on.
It stands up, and marches around to join the front group. This gnome sort of comes out and he says to the guard in the back, "Right, well, that's me done for now. I'm on break." And he just walks over and sits down on a crate outside of one of the tents.
I'm sorry.
Friday.
You're on break, I hear, but I'm a big fan. If this is your work, good job. My name's Chains. Chains Fickle Brass. You know Fickle Brass firearms?
Yeah, I've heard of them. Look, I really just want to catch up on some sleep right now and eat some food. So I'm gonna let you all settle whatever is going on here.
Do you have like a book of schematics or anything I can take a look at?
It's all up in here. Right.
I
Wow.
just don't feel like the time for shop talk, to be honest, Chase.
You can deal with the soldiers.
The rank of soldiers steps forward, the robot stepping forward as well. And the one in the back who's almost sort of doing the talking calls out and says, "You said that you wanted to speak with our boss."
Yes, please.
That would be pristine, yeah.
She was going down to check out the hall behind you. Look, we ain't getting paid enough for this. Look, if you go and talk to her, you can organize stuff with her, but don't try anything because we're right here.
No,
Can one of you come with us? So that way it doesn't look like we snuck in here without you telling us, like, she's down that way, why don't you go that way?
And the soldiers sort of look at each other. One of them, the one next to the robot, just sort of raises his hands like that.
Who's the talky one?
The one towards the back.
Point at the one raising his hands then, and I go, no, it's gotta be you.
The leader looks to them and says, "I mean, you basically volunteered." And so he grabs his halberd off of the wall again and marches around.
I appreciate it.
Oh, while I'm thinking of it, I should warn you guys. I have it on good authority that someone installed a form of guardian down in these parts. I'm not sure the specifics about what it is, but I'd hate for you to bump into it and get hurt.
Yeah, that's part of why we're down here. That's why we wanted to talk to the boss. We didn't want to instill a sense of fear before we get to the person who calls the shots. SK?
I want these folk to know what's going on. I don't believe in that hierarchy of information. I think everyone should be on a level playing field.
Alright, in that case, she turns around. There may be something in here killing everybody. Just so you know, we're here to help. Alright, bye.
I just don't want them to like round a corner and see a big I don't know, beaver with a chainsaw for a face, and go, oh, that's a cute little art installation. Then it goes and eats them.
That would be mildly concerning, yes.
Chance opens her book.
Chainsaw beaver. Yeah.
Alright, and you turn around and you look behind you and there's a long hallway that goes down another flight of stairs with some large stone pillars sort of sectioning off a couple more corridors.
Once Chance, Sun, and their Dewey and their guide, in those air quotes, pass our set of stairs to go down,
Mm-hmm.
Cass will tug on Ludwig to like show they're passing them, and then follow up behind. So like they sandwich him in between them all.
Smart.
Ludwig's gonna try and look like he's a big, tough dude with his chest puffed out, and being like give him a bit stink eye. It's unnatural to him.
That's very cute.
Okay.
Hello.
We got it. It's just very delayed and very slow.
Oh, good.
You're talking like Dewey in session 2.
Yeah, Robo voice. But you're fine.
It's
get it,
working.
It's just delayed.
All right. Yeah, and this soldier steps forward and he's like, down here, and he just starts walking down.
What's your name? Where you from?
Burt.
Burt?
Burt.
Where you from, Burt?
Red City.
Oh, me too. You got family there?
Yep.
That's cool.
Wife and
That's
kids,
nice.
husband and kids.
No, I lived with my parents.
You don't have any children, Bert.
Nope.
She pipes up in the back. Hi.
Hello.
Everything went well, I guess. We've got a friend with us now. Didn't hear anyone scream, so.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot to call up to you guys. They were a little apprehensive, but we got them to be nice. Isn't that right, Bert?
That's so good.
I think that Burt was nice to begin with.
Oh, I have no reason to not believe he was. He
I
seems
think they're all
like a
nice.
good-
They're just doing their jobs, right, Burt?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bert,
that's what I-
let's not bring Bert into us. He's literally just doing his job. We don't need to settle disagreements or anything via Bert. Bert.
Yeah, we
like
don't
you
need
said-
to. Well, we can ask him anything as long as it's got a one-word answer, right? Right, Burt?
Yep.
So, Bert, what's your opinion on the socioeconomic status of the Red City?
Fucked.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Touche.
Bert, have you been down this deep before?
Yep.
Is there anything you can tell us that we might need to be on the lookout for? Like, per se, some stone spikes coming out of the wall to impale us?
It's too many words.
It's one word.
We didn't see anything like that. There's just a room down here. It took a while to get the door open, but we did it.
Alright, I'm trusting you, Bert.
I like you, Bert.
Don't
I
make me
trust
lose
Burt
my
with my
trust.
life.
Honestly, Bert is gonna be the best man in my eventual wedding. Because when I ask him if I should say I do, I know he's gonna say yep.
Alright.
Is this the one with the gun?
No, it's not. No, this is one of the frontmen. For Chris's benefit, because he can't really see the tokens, and I guess for the stream, the Crimson Empire soldiers are dressed in these red gambesons, which is like padded armor. They've all got what look like black powder guns holstered at their side. These ones in particular have halberds as their weapons. They're very lightly armored. They've just got sort of standard pants with just a bit of padding along them. The gambeson, and their helmets are kettle helms, and they wear just sort of bandanas that cover their lower face. And yeah, Burt leads you all down this hallway, which as you go down this first one, you see that it leads down to this large stone panel with a couple of holes through it. Like they look like intentional holes. They're like slits, almost. But they, it looks very sturdy, very heavy, and they've got some just more of those intricate carvings on them. But Burt heads down to the second corridor down this path, which is about 20 feet into the hallway from the bottom of the stairs, and he turns to his right and heads into this room. Upon getting down the stairs and going into this this room, you can see it's different to a lot of these other rooms that you've been in. These walls have changed from this dull grey stone into this dark blue, dark cyan stone that's sort of organized into different patterns. There's a bunch of chests lining the walls. There is a bunch of these suits of stone armor. There is a couple skeletons throughout the room, just completely skeleton. And there's a couple bookshelves, all the books sort of faded, weathered, worn. Some in an okay state. And there is a small pedestal altar-looking thing on the far end of the room that has a book open on it, with the looking through as you sort of step into the room. There is a couple more of these Crimson Empire guards, and there is the who you can assume to be the Crimson Empire's captain. It's this woman standing at about 5'9". She's got sort of long brown hair that's been tied into a ponytail. She's got goggles resting atop her head, a bandana covering the lower part of her face. She's got heavily tanned skin with this sort of a few scars sort of on her face. These deep brown eyes. She's wearing the red gambeson of the standard issue Crimson Empire military. She's got extra padding on her pants, and she has a lot of guns strapped to her. There is multiple strapped to her back, side, and chest, as well as a couple of swords holstered, or sheathed at her side.
Dance walks in and falls in love immediately.
And Burt walks in. Boss, these ones wanted to see you. And she's sort of leaning over this table, looking at this book. She sort of stands up, sighs, rubs her face, turns around, and faces you all. Her hands on her guns.
That won't be necessary. We're just here to speak. My name's Chance. Hi. I'm also from the Red City. You've got a lot of guns, and I would love to talk to you about them, but I can't right now because we're on business. And I gotta get the job done before I can do pleasure, you know?
And she turns to Burt. And you just let them through?
I asked very nicely.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Excellent. How can I help you?
Well, my name is Sun Kai. I'm a resident of Old Grove. We were wandering through the woods doing a little bit of exploration for a friend of ours, and we came across your camp. Not knowing for sure what the situation was, we talked back to our buddy there, and were advised that we should maybe come down and try to find one of y'all so you could go up and talk to the head honchos of the grove and figure out why you're set up and what you're doing, and see if we can come to an amicable agreement on the safety of everyone, because this was a quite shocking experience to discover.
To just kind of provide some context to what Sunkai says, which is all true. I'm a diplomat to Old Grove from the Red City. So we're just, the thing that the Old Grove elders wanted to do was just have a talk about themselves, about coming across this camp. I advocated for you to have a seat at the table, so I would really appreciate if you would take this up, because I worked real hard to be able to get this.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Do I get the guidance?
Yeah.
Does she get help
Wow.
because I'm smiling?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sure. Roll it with advantage.
Oh god.
While they're talking, can I creep around this corner to the store?
Which door? Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of what I just rolled.
Much like the first one, it's big, heavy stone door with some slits in it to sort of allow you to see in.
If I peek in, what do I see?
Same as you see looking through into the room, like being in the room. It's just, yeah. So looking through the actual like slits themselves, you can probably see like from the edge of the bookshelf to the wall. Yeah, it's just locked. There is a what looks like a sort of hole in the door, whether it's for a key or item or something, but yeah, it doesn't look like it's openable.
Hell yeah, Nikki.
So,
Fuck yeah.
wait, I have to roll my guidance. Guidance is a 4! It's 25!
Hell yeah.
You know what that is? That's a team effort
Team effort!
right there.
Sure. Yeah, you see Burt steps forward and says, "Right, let's go." The captain says, "Yeah, that sounds like a very good idea. I would, yes, I think it would be a good idea for us to be part of this discussion. However, we just need some help finishing up in here first."
Just in this room, or deeper in?
Just here. We're just looking for
Sure,
something.
yeah. You got it.
And she starts like she points to the two soldiers and sort of points to various sections of the room. One of them goes over and starts inspecting the bookshelves. The other goes down and starts looking through this chest. Burt just stands there at attention. And she turns around again and inspects this book before pulling out her gun. Aiming it down at the book and pulling the trigger. This gunshot just echoes through the room. You can almost feel the heat from the gun quickly fill the room. The book.
That was awfully loud.
A tinnitus.
The book itself shatters. And she sort of runs her hand through it and picks up something, puts it down into one of her belt pouches, and says, "Right, good to go."
I thought you said you wanted help. We could have left the room.
Well, I mean, look, if you want to go and look for something else, I've got what I need.
No, I don't. I want to leave.
I don't suppose, and I understand if it's overstepping. What were you looking for?
Classified.
I figured as much. You seem like a classified lady. Heavy on the class. Let's go.
We didn't get your name, by the way.
My name is, I'm Captain Jessic.
Jessic?
Yep, been Jessic.
Well met.
Did we see what fell out of the book that she pocketed?
Her body was mostly covering it, but I will let you make me a perception check.
Oh. Okay.
Don't generally shatter, right? Like, this looked weird
Yeah.
to the rest of us.
I mean, you're welcome to inspect the room, you know, but...
Yeah,
Oh,
when
no.
everyone else leaves, he's gonna like be the last one, and she's just gonna like take a quick like 1,
11.
11, cool. Yeah, you couldn't quite see what it was, but...
Well. 12 minus 1.
Yeah. Yeah, you were unable to see what it was, unfortunately. Cool. So as you all like begin to file out and make room in this corridor, the captain just looks to Burt and says, "Right, you're coming with me. You other two, you can finish up here and regroup with the rest."
Burt rides with us again.
Yep.
Yep.
Burt has been doing, Captain Jessic, if you don't mind me saying, Burt has been doing just an excellent job. He's been nothing but courteous in his escorting of us through these here tunnels at the end of our little trip.
Well, we don't pay him.
But competent.
We don't pay him to be nice.
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, he was right intimidating when I rounded that corner initially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just real powerful seeming Burt.
So is Ludwig coming with us, or is he staying with Cassiopeia to go snoop?
We snooping?
Cassiopeia's snooping.
Let's stick around with Cass, like, start like doing up my shoe. I'll be, but the moment. Please don't let me keep you.
You essentially get your
Dark
foot
and
stepped on by the
struggle
captain
with
as
the
she
one
walks
eye, you
past.
see, very hard with laces in the boots. He thought I'd have got laceless boots. Oh. Yes, got deal 2 there. Thank you. Lovely.
Yeah, sweet. So as the rest of the party all make their way back up and out, I'm just gonna do this to give some room. Cool. Cass and Ludwig, you guys quickly snoop the room. What are you looking for?
Any text or papers that like explain who this room belongs to. If there's anything explaining what could be locked in this like series of tunnels and chambers, and then just generally looking for anything that looks fun and shiny.
Cool. Yeah, so first thing that you sort of think to check is the book that was shot by the captain. Looking at the book, it was made of stone. It wasn't a book, a proper book. And it looks like there was, like you can see a few pieces of this book had like, almost like inscriptions on it, but it's in a lot of pieces now. It's hard to make out.
I'm just gonna pocket one of the pieces that looks like it has any word left on it.
Okay. Yeah, you find a piece of paper, not a piece of paper, piece of stone that has the word edge written on it. And you just pocket that. And whereas these other two are, guys sort of turn their head to you, look at you, as you grab this piece of stone.
I just really like pretty rocks. I'm so sorry.
And they both sort of eye each other before turning back around to do what they were doing.
Not paid enough to care.
Is there anything else you want to check?
I really want to open that chest. But there's 2 guys right here. Cass is gonna look at Ludwig, who is fumbling with his shoe, and she's gonna like go over to him and kneel in front of him and pretend like she's playing with his shoelace and look up at him. Do you think you could open one of those chests if I talk to the guards and keep them busy?
I think I know how to open chests, yes. We'll need to be discreet. I suggest this may be common sense, but perhaps try some.
Try some what, Ludwig? Are you having a stroke? Are you okay? I think Ludwig is dying.
He's recovering from getting his foot stepped on.
Oh no.
In the room, you have their attention.
Let's just wait for the noise to pass.
Just
It's gonna keep going.
Poor guy.
let me
Oh, Chris.
know when to go in. Is it
I'm
bad?
sorry, Ludwig, I do apologize. I think you started speaking another language halfway through your sentence.
Does
Did you
he
get
speak
bonked on the
primordial?
head? Can you say that one more time?
Yes, I will help you open the chest. Oh, bless. He has to.
Thanks, friend. I appreciate
Yes, I will help you open the chest.
Use your
I'll speak
womanly
like
ways
that.
at them.
Officers, do you mind if I ask y'all a little bit of a question?
We're not officers.
Oh, I do apologize. What title should I refer to you as, or do you have names you prefer?
I'm a corporal.
Corporal, excellent. And how about yourself, sir?
I'm just a footman.
You're more than that.
I'm absolutely not.
Well, in the eyes of everybody else, not your leadership are more valued. Listen, my friends ran on without me. Could the two of you point me in the direction, which I should go?
There is literally one set of stairs in and out of this chamber.
I would just really appreciate like a little bit of help, maybe just showing me the way. You see, I don't do real good in the dark. I don't nothing.
Roll a persuasion with disadvantage because it's a single set of stairs.
A 19 and a 17.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
Plus my persuasion plus 1, 18.
Sweet.
I'm not all upstairs sometimes. I actually fell as a child and hit my head on a well.
Mm-hmm.
And spent a little bit too much time under the water, so I'm just not all there sometimes, and I just really appreciate it if you could show me the way.
Right. And they step outside with you.
Thank you kindly. I apologize, I'm in heeled boots. Just a hand, please, up the stairs. Thank you. And she puts her hand out to walk up.
Yeah, and Ludwig, you sort of just walk into the room. I'm guessing you're going to try the chest that they weren't interacting with. Cool. So this chest itself is unlocked. And opening it up. Boop, boop, boop. Burp, 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 burp. Burp, burp, burp. Okay, cool. Yeah. So inside this chest, there is a large sack. It looks like a sort of rucksack. And digging through it, you can find, you see that there is four. There's like a set of 4 wooden dinner plates. There is also a rather large, small leather sack full of coins. Opening it up, you see that it's full of 220 pieces of copper. And there is a almost like leather, a small leather briefcase, and each and it opening it up, it contains 6 empty steel vials. Each are about the size of a finger, and inside the sort of at the bottom of this bag, there is a cracked ivory statue of what appears to be some sort of creature that it looks like a humanoid, quite heavily muscled body with a bull's head. can't read that, but yeah, sure. Cool. And yeah, that's what you managed to find in there. Cool.
You're taking everything? You're taking the dinner plates too? Just to be sure.
Good plate. I can use them for plates.
Okay. Yeah, and these soldiers literally just walk you outside, and they say, "See those stairs? Go up
These
them."
ones right here.
Yes, you go up them.
Okay.
At the top,
Uh-huh.
and you can hear a resounding "yep" from the top, and they say it sounds like your group is still there.
Excellent. I do appreciate it. Which one's cuter, the corporal or the footman?
Probably the footman.
Cass is gonna like twirl her hair around a little bit, look at them. I really do appreciate your help. Perhaps I could buy you dinner sometime as a thank you for your service?
Sure.
Excellent. Yeah, of course. I live in town. I'm really the only green one, mostly. Can't miss me most of the time. Yeah, I'd love to cook you dinner. I make great tea. Or we could go out. There's the tattoo. Just next time you wander your way in or you got tonight off, come let me know.
Yep, I will make sure to do that.
Now what was your name, sorry?
And he just walks straight back into the room.
Bye!
Inside check. What are you checking? Is he gonna go out with her? Roll me. Okay, are you actually doing this, or is this just a meme?
She looks really excited, but also confused as to why he just walked away.
Not funny. Let's go. Sweet. Cool. So, what does Ludwig think? Think this soldier would do?
Oh, choose wisely. Don't hurt Cassiopeia.
What does Ludwig think that this soldier would choose? Do you think he'd go for the go for dinner, or that he wouldn't? Tone sounded like he was. Cool. He's not. Yeah, no, he does not care.
I'm glad you're saving your nat 20s for such important roles.
He will come skipping up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like skipping up towards you guys. Hey guys.
How high of a perception check, persuasion check would I need to get this woman to hand me one of her guns so I can inspect it? Out of curiosity, not out of... Yeah. How likely is it that she's going to let go of one of her guns?
Probably not.
No, there's no check to be made. All right.
I don't think she ever would. No.
So she doesn't have to put it in her hands, but will she hold it out so Chance can hold her hands behind her back and look at it?
That's probably what you could get away with, but she probably still wouldn't be too thrilled by the idea. I mean,
how much do you know about this? This is actually made by somebody that I know. He's not from Fickle Brass, but it's another one of the suppliers for the Red Army. It's this one, this particular model. You can tell by the signature is in the trigger. In the trigger, there's this little bit. Can you see in here? Just put your face in here. Come here. Look at the little serial number that they put along the trigger handle, but they put it on the underside so that way you're not always putting your finger on it, so it's really hard to see. You see? Look, flip it over a little bit. Look. That's what Cassiopeia comes up.
Are we going up or not?
Hi guys. Sorry, Ludwig just had to tie his shoes. It was a little bit of a predicament, and I got kind of lost, but I met a real nice boy along the way, so that was good.
Was it Burt? Burt's single, he said.
Hello.
Bert, you're single?
Yep.
I got a friend. You want to meet her?
Nope.
Alright, I tried.
He only has eyes for you, Cassiopeia.
Nope.
I
Ludwig?
appreciate
Is it Ludwig?
your candor. That's what gets Chris to be heard, is the laughter.
Yeah, we can hear the laugh, Chris.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
we can hear you.
I fucking love Burt, I swear to God, he's so best. He's Chad.
Based Burt.
Alright, so we go. We go
Cool.
back.
As you're sort of all walking up the next flight of stairs, the captain sort of turns, points into the room, and says, "Still, Nick, you're with us. Come on." And this older, gnomish fella, dressed in these sort of mechanics clothing, like overalls, an apron, and big old gloves, says, right, yep, yep, I will do that. And he packs his tools into a toolbox and
yeah,
picks it up and
great.
walks out.
Oh, this is fantastic. Do you mind if I pick your brain while we walk?
I would rather you didn't. I'm sick of everything. Sure, I could do it.
But I'm a fan of your work. Did you make this? I have so many questions.
And he stops for a moment, looks at Dewey. Have you stolen one of my...
Stolen is a strong word. Reprogrammed.
Stolen. Right.
Well, I mean, he listens to me. I'm not stealing it.
And he sort of looks up at Dewey. Turns to the captain. Sort of leans in. We're supposed to be being friendly with these ones. And the captain sort of nods. He says, "Oh, well, good job. You did it."
Wow, thanks so much. Did you make it? Did you make it?
Yep. I made it.
What can I exchange? What can I trade you? I make a really mean slab chop. Have you seen a slab chop before? And we're gonna do this for a while. We got hours back, Old Grove. So.
Yeah, and you all walk back through these halls, and you get back up to the camp eventually. And when you do, cool. Yeah, you'll make your way back up to the top of the this dungeon. You all make your way out of this, or walking your way back through to the entrance of the camp, where Varen said that he'd be meeting you. And a bunch of the other circle members are there. There is a light blue skinned with blue hair and blue eyed Eladrin in a dark suit. This is Tharis, the leader of the Dual Oaks. There is a man dressed in sort of forestry green colours with a bow slung over his back. This one is Aaron Wolfwood, who's the hunts marshal. There is Varen, Varen, dark skin, long beard, grey hair, foresty robes, and there is a tall figure standing about 8 feet tall, completely dressed in long brown robes, shadows completely obscuring his face. This is just dark green eyes piercing through the shadow. This is Galen, the town's healer. Surrounding them is a bunch of Crimson Empire soldiers. There is a couple more of these robots. Each one of these automatons are standing next to Galen and Varen respectively. And there is another figure who doesn't match typical Crimson Empire armor or weapons or equipment. It doesn't look anything like it, not even wearing the right colors, really. Standing there. This other figure has Aaron kneeling before him with a large hammer around his throat. A red one of the Crimson Empire soldiers is standing around a pair of corpses who look like sort of thugs or people from the Dual Oaks. Tharis is got a gun to the back of her head. She's kneeling on the ground. Galen is also sort of been forced down to the ground with this robot sort of just holding its head down, and there is another robot giving Varen the same treatment, as you will come back up to the surface in the camp and see this. And that's where we will end. That's where we're ending the session.
Yes, please, God. This sounds really important, and all I hear is robot stuff.
Yeah, so do we.
Look, we made it through the session.
Made it through the wilderness.
I was starting to like the whole Red City guys. They were cool, but now they're cucks.
Didn't know how fucked I was until I found those Crimson Empire killed my friends.
And I sort of,
Oh, Chris.
I got the gist. We're sort of, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're fucked.
Nah, I'm gonna pull some calories next session and see what happens.
Oh God.
I love that our team motto is "Watch this."
I literally, I told Taylor like,